On a normal day, the NFL Draft is always one of the most anticipated sporting events of the year. Now, during a pandemic, the anticipation is through the roof. I cannot wait for this thing. I am so excited they're going to go ahead and do this thing. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the things you can bet on in case you're new to NFL Draft betting. But first, a reminder to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I know Joe Osborne is going to be releasing some videos with his favorite bets, his favorite picks for the 2020 NFL Draft, so you're going to want to check for those when they get released. And when they do get released, I will drop the links in the description below. So what can you bet on? Well, there's tons of things, tons and tons of betting options, such as, of course, who will go first overall in the draft. But this is pretty much a foregone conclusion, as you know, and with Joe Burrow at minus 10,000 to be the first pick, there's not a ton of appeal there. But you can also bet on over-under draft positions for a handful of players. For example, Bovada has CeeDee Lamb at 12.5 with over plus 105 and under minus 145. So if you think Lamb goes at pick 13 or later, you can go ahead and take that at plus 105. But they've got a ton of players. Cole Kmet at 44.5, Grant Delpit 32.5, Jake Fromm 62.5. A number of players to choose from there. You can take the first player from a given position to be drafted. Tristan Wirfs is projected as the first offensive lineman to go, and that's paying minus 135. Although I've seen mocks, even this morning, that have Bama's Jedrick Wills as the number one O-lineman selected, and he's currently at 3-1. You can bet on which schools will have more first-rounders in a head-to-head, so LSU versus Bama or Clemson versus Ohio State. And you can also bet the same thing, but with conferences, Big 12 versus ACC, Big 12 versus Pac-12, etc. Over at BetOnline, they've got offerings such as, will Team X take an offensive player or a defensive player with their first pick in the draft? So take a look at the Houston Texans, for example. Defensive players at minus 140, offensive players at even money. So decent value on either side if you feel strongly one way or another. They've also got first wide receiver drafted with Jerry Jeudy leading the way at plus 120, followed by Lamb at plus 140, Henry Ruggs plus 250, and the field at plus 3,300. The betting options are pretty deep here, so if you do feel strongly about a player or a bet, leave it in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel so you don't miss anything draft related, including Joe Osborne's picks.